Building on the statements made by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, who called for an end to the sanctions on Cuba and Venezuela as the world faces a pandemic, Senator Ron Redhead wants more. Senator Redhead highlights that the region should not only learn from the knowledge and expertise of the Cubans, but incorporate it as the standard in their own countries.
It must be more than that. And this has nothing to do with the ideological standing of Cuba, but everything to do, Mr. President, with the health and the quality of the health, especially in public health, that they are providing. And I believe, Mr. President, as we emerge from COVID-19, that is the type of thinking that the region must have going forward.
The young senator also believes that the $50 million stimulus package is insufficient after considering the collapse of the tourism sector and the closure of SGU and many small businesses.
The slowdown, Mr. President, in our view, is going to create a debt crisis. So in my mind, and just to add to what the private sector representative was saying, we should not only do this now and then have to come back later. And in my mind, I believe we are not only going to have to be passing stimulus packages, but we are going to be looking in terms of debt restructuring again in the near future. We must keep that in mind, Mr. President, and we must begin to chart the course forward along those lines.
He again called for a diversification of the economy to mitigate against external shocks, which were made evident with COVID-19.
And so the quality of the policies that we are going to be putting forward, it must make sense in that context. Where do we go from here? The question of recovery, it is repeated over and over today. And what we are going to do different, not the same, not just put something there and a loan here and so on, but something different.
Recommendations coming from the senator are that key policy responses to fight the coronavirus should include strengthening health preparation and response capacities, among others. Proper management of the stimulus package is another concern expressed by Senator Redhead. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.